Look, Holy Spirit, I need you to activate, because if you don't, I'm gonna lose my All right. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Marshawn. Excuse my face, Mother Nature is about to come through, so of course she gonna mess my face up. And pause. Speaking of that, she's aggravating. Like, this month I had lower back pains. I ain't never had lower back pains before. Like, it's aggravating. I don't like being a girl. But on to the topic of discussion, let's talk about the fact that these little Instacart customers be trying to scam people and all of this little other shit. Like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Like, these customers really think it's okay to be market stuff or your items is not delivered. But I saw you come to the door. I saw you come to the door, sis. You came outside. You said thank you. And you picked the groceries up. Did you not? Did you not? Oh, lame ass. Anywho, this just happened like this morning. Like, I got the notification this morning. A customer marked their batch, their items as not delivered. Hold on, let me read it for you. Recent order reported missing. Hey, you, because I'm about to say my name, even though y'all probably know, who cares. One of the customers reported that they didn't receive their Instacart order, and some tips to prevent this from happening again. This person that marked it as delivered, this order was 2 days ago. Today is the 5th. I delivered that on the 3rd, on Wednesday. Today is Friday. So I'm trying to understand how you're just now. Oh, this bump is so ugly. It's just this one. Like, girl, get off my face. But anyway, okay, so they ordered it 2 days ago, and they just marked it as delivered either yesterday or today. Like, they just marked it as not delivered. First of all, I'm not about to go 2 days without marking my orders. I'm not even about to go 24 hours without marking my order as not delivered. Let's start there. I'm not about to go a whole 24 hours and be like, oh, maybe it'll show up. Maybe it'll be in the backyard. But I can't even say that because I saw her at the door. She came to the door. Like, I can't even say I just left that shit there and was like, oh well, I'm going home. Like, after she told me it was leave at or hand to customer only, everything in my head clicked, because now it gives you an option to either leave at door or hand to customer. So when I saw that it said leave at door, I was like, okay, leave it at the door. Like, I mean, not leave it at the door, Lord. Like, I was so mad. Okay, let's take back. Let's take us back to Wednesday, okay? Let's go to Wednesday. So, Wednesday, November 3rd. I did 2 orders. I have practice in the morning. Like I told y'all, that's my volunteer stuff. So a lot of times I don't do orders until later at night because it's, you know, less traffic, less people moving around and stuff. So how about I'm doing, like, you know, doing my thing, doing orders and stuff like that. So I did one before this one. It was at another store, and this one was at Target. Now, I remembered it a little bit when I went and looked back, because I remembered that while I was shopping for the order, the customer was unresponsive. So they had things that wasn't, they had 2 things that, well, 1 thing that was actually out of stock, and then there was something else, the sizing was different, but it was the same price. Like, it was the same product, but they weren't putting as much in the product as before. Like, it was like plus 33%, and then this one was like plus 26%. It was some detergent. It was supposed to be 100 ounces. It was 92. Who cares? So I grabbed those items. It was like 6 items, 7 units. So 7 things total. So I'm shopping. Of course they, oh shoot, I hit my camera. Okay, I'm shopping. Of course they not responding. And me, I don't play that with customers. I got another video coming about things that I just do not like about Instacart. I don't play that with customers. You don't respond, I'm not about to, like, I could text, call, everything. Like, if you don't respond, you just don't respond. I'm about to refund it, like, period. So I'm shopping, no response. So I did refund one item, but the other item I was able to replace. The main reason why I refunded the other one is because it's makeup. You don't want to get the wrong shade for people, so I just left it alone. So boom, 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 we in Target, grab all the stuff, complete the order, go to self checkout, check out, go to my car, leave. So I'm driving driving down the road, like, and I get to their house or whatever. Now me, I'm not familiar with the city. I'm not from here. I'm not from Texas. I'm from Louisiana. So I don't like staying places for too long. So if I was standing there for too long and they wasn't coming to the door, I would have just started the customers missing segment, because I'm not about to stay outside in the middle of the night playing with you. You knew you had an order coming. So bro, it's making me so mad all over again. So boom, we get to the house, put the order in front of the door, and I'm just standing there. Like, I back up from the door because I know some people don't like you being right on top of them. So I back up away from the door and I'm just standing there waiting, rung the doorbell. And it was pitch black, like black lights everywhere, black lights in the house, black lights outside. Like, it's like they didn't want to be seen. Maybe they did this before, I don't know, because this was not their first order. So black lights everywhere. I don't really want to tell y'all where I live, but she doesn't really speak English that well. So she was like, oh, thank you. And I was telling her, oh yeah, I left the groceries like right there by the door, so you could just open the door and grab them, because I'm big on that. I don't like having the groceries right in front of the door because you can't open the door, you know. So I push them to the side, like I have them adjacent to the door, horizontal. I don't know what the right word is, but I have them where she could open the door and get them. So she comes to the door. Now the order was, I don't want to give too much information, but anyways, so she came to the door and I'm like, okay, it's right there. Like, I left your order there, and she didn't say nothing. So I turned around and walk away. And when I was walking away, she said, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. And I go get in my car. But as I'm walking away, I hear her rustling and tussling with the bag. So I know for a fact she picked the bags up. And if it was like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense how somebody could have stole it, because that was the right house. You know what I'm saying? So even if it wasn't for her or whatever else, it wasn't an apartment. It wasn't two doors. So she grabbed the bag and she went inside, like grabbed the bag and went inside. I don't know if she hid it and told the other person it never came, lied. Like, I don't know, but I feel like they both live there. You know what I'm saying? That's most likely a couple. It's a house. Like, it's not an apartment. It's not split. It's not townhouses. Like, it's not A, B. No, it's one house with a gate. Like, she was inside the house. She wasn't outside the house. She wasn't in the backyard. She didn't come from around the corner. She was in the house, opened the front door. I saw the front door open, heard her rustling and tussling with the bags, and then sharp dumped, like, oh my God. And then she goes in the house. I get in my car, go home. Yesterday, normal day, nothing. This morning, wake up to a notification telling me that a customer marked their order as not delivered. And I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking it's somebody from yesterday. So I'm about to say, I'm about to get on a ass. Like, I'm like, oh, you want to mark the order as delivered, but I handed it to you, baby girl. I was there and I took a picture. I said, because after the first time I marked the order as, and he was so dumb. The first time an order got marked as not delivered from me, the stupid ass man, like, I delivered it to the house. This man said, pull up to the house with my company truck. Not gonna say the company, but with my company truck in the front yard. You, like, there was if somebody from Instacart wanted to, if they were living in Louisiana and they wanted to pass by your house and they saw that damn truck in the yard, they would have been like, what the hell? But after my first time deliver, and the craziest part is I forgot their eggs in my car. So I went back to deliver it and I'm knocking on the door and I felt like I was being watched. Like, I heard creaking and stuff, but there was no windows or nothing, but I just felt like I was being watched. So I just left the eggs and I left. And me and my friend was talking about it, and she was like, they probably marked it as not delivered literally as soon as you dropped it off, and they didn't want to answer that door because they thought you saw that and you was coming back for some problems. So I understand that, but ever since then, the rep that I was talking to told me, hey, make sure you send pictures to the customers, because sometimes that'll deter them from marking an order as not delivered, because there's proof right there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe they thought they could get away with it. They was probably up in their house talking, and I'm talking about the one that just happened today, not the old people, the other people. But I'm pretty sure they old crusty dusty asses was sitting up in their house talking about them. Well, she sent a picture, so maybe we could mark this as not delivered. Like, bro, people are so fucking aggravated, and they think they so smart. Like, you're not smart, you're dumb. You're really dumb. And the bad part is they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing may happen immediately, so they could do this to other people and cause other shoppers. Like, imagine if a shopper was just in a bad area and people was just marking shit as not delivered back to back to back, like 3 people in one day. That person could lose their job, and they did nothing wrong. Like, y'all people don't care. Like me, I'm a black girl out here trying to get it. Like, I don't have no job. I never recovered from the pandemic, never. Like, and I'm not trying to say never future tense, but today speaking, I have not recovered. People will say, oh, you elevated, you grew, you this, you that. Personally, I don't feel like it. I don't have a job. I struggle to make payments on stuff. Like, it's hard out here, bro. It's not easy. I graduated during the pandemic, so I never really got to have that transition over. Like, I still feel like I'm at a lost point. Like, I don't know what to do with myself right now. So it's just like, y'all out here messing with people money. Like, some people really need this type of stuff. I've been applying for jobs everywhere, so don't come in no comments talking about, oh, just apply for a real job and you wouldn't have these issues. Baby, people still get fired from real jobs, and I'm not about to go work in food service because the managers don't know how to talk to people, and I ain't got time for that. So like I said, I'm out here getting it how I get it. I ain't complaining. I try not to complain. Yeah, shit get hard. I cry about it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I do what I gotta do at the end of the day, because I can't quit. I can't stop. Like, I can't. So when people do that, it really irks my nerves, because y'all don't know what y'all doing to us. You so busy trying to scam somebody that you could have really ruined somebody's livelihood. And it's like, I can't wait for that karma to come and bite you in your ass. I can't wait for it to come. You might lose your car. You might break your phone. You might lose your wedding ring. Your house might get, I don't know, the people might come and evict you out your house. I don't know, the bank gonna take it. Like, you might have to file for bankruptcy or something. Y'all need to stop, because you never know what your karma is gonna be when you mess with people. Like, you don't know who you messing with. First of all, it's a lot of people out here that's in tune with their spirituality now too. Like, you don't know who you messing with. Y'all need to stop. Y'all gonna meet y'all match one day. I'm not that person. I'm not about to go back to your house and do all that extra shit, because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. You're gonna meet your match. Somebody gonna come back and pull up on your shit and not give a fuck about these rules and these guidelines. Somebody's gonna come and pull up on that ass. You wanna play these games? You wanna play foolish games, stupid games, win stupid prizes? Somebody's gonna pull up on that ass and, like, bro, y'all need to stop. Like, y'all really gonna meet y'all match one day. Like, stop that shit. So I'm talking to the customer service rep, and low-key, I was kind of having a little attitude because she was like, I saw the picture, but it wasn't leave at door. I mean, it wasn't, yeah, it wasn't the leave at door. It was hand to customer only and blah, blah, blah. And I was like aggravated, because I'm like, well, if you see a picture, how? Like, how? Because they did, like, a lot of orders now are not hand to customer. I'll probably get a handful of them throughout the day. But a lot of them, you have the option to leave at the door and take a picture. And that's what I do, because waiting around for people, sometimes people aren't even at home when orders come. Like, they're not there. They'll just be like, oh, just leave it at the door. Or some people will have a hand to customer and they actually put leave at door in the delivery notes. So it really depends on your customer, but I would always say take pictures of everything, house numbers, all that, to cover your ass, because even in Instacart, it tells, like, it is location, so it'll know if you're at the house or not, and it'll let you know, like, you ain't at the house, you're not there, but it'll let you know if you're not there, if you're not at the right place. So yeah, Lord, my mama love her some Big Frida, y'all. Yeah, so I ran down the order with y'all. So y'all got the backstory, y'all got the story time of the order, blah, blah, blah. And then when they be scamming, they make it so obvious. It's like, bro, a normal person would not do the things that y'all are doing. Like a regular, like who's about to wait 48 hours to report their order missing? Like, are you dumb? Who about to wait 24 hours to report? Baby, if you put deliver and it's not there, I'm marking it as not there right then and there. It shouldn't take 2 days for me to see that you marked something as not delivered. And girl, shut the hell up. So they told me where it was. They said that was the only one flagged, blah, blah, blah. So I said I wanted to report it as fraud. And now the rep, I don't know, I feel like it was kind of her fault because I asked if the order was leave at door, and she was like, yeah, I verified that it was at the door and I see the picture, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like, you verified it was there, you see it, like, okay, cool. And then I was like, I was still like to report fraud, and I said I couldn't find the picture on my side, but the customer wasn't really responding, but I definitely delivered it at the door. So she was like, oh, I'm reviewing your account, and she was like, I'm very sorry to tell you it wasn't leave at door. That's when I kind of had an attitude, because I'm like, you said you saw the picture, like you said you saw it was at the door, like that's what you said. You should have came with all your information correct before you messaged me. Like, not to be like that, but if you can't say one thing and then revert back. Like, make sure you have all your facts straight first. I was like, if it was specifically hand to customer, it wouldn't have given me an option to take a picture. So that's when she said, well, I had said, oh wait, because it came back in my head that the lady came outside. So they was like, if it was left undelivered, somebody could have taken it, blah, blah, blah. So I sent her a message. I said, I waited in the yard. The order was under a certain name, but the lady came to the door. So, and they had makeup. So it made sense. You know what I'm saying? It made sense that they would be ordering things together. Like, who cares? It was a man that made the order and the lady answered the door. That's why I said they had to be a couple, because it's like there was makeup, laundry detergent. So obviously they was buying like little household stuff, whatever. So I don't even remember what the hell else they had, but yeah. So I told her, the lady came to the door, and then I said, I'm definitely still reporting it as fraud because I saw your ass come out of that house, ma'am. I saw you come out the house. Are you joking? Ma'am, don't be disrespectful. Do not be disrespectful and try to play me and say that I did not come. And girl, that's stupid games win stupid prizes, boo. I was able to report it as fraud. And they was like, they were going to verify it. They said, don't worry about it. It's okay. And they also said the order didn't have a rating, so it wasn't going to affect me. And the team reviewed it, and it's not going to further affect me. Now, tell me if this sounds correct. So, number 1, order delivered Wednesday. Number 2, order marked as not delivered Friday. Number 3, customer left no rating, no comments, no nothing. This is what I be talking about when I be saying y'all are stupid. Because the last person who reported an order is missing, no rating, no comments, nothing. Just reported it as missing. So heated, I guess, because it just happened, because it's like, people really just don't, either they don't care or they just don't understand. But it's like, they don't care until it's happening to them, and then they want people to be a part of their pity party and they sob story. Sis, I'm not about to sit here and play these games with you. Imagine if that was the last straw or something and I ended up getting deactivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, today is my money making day. I don't volunteer today. Like, they don't have practice today. I'm off. Like, today is my day to go out and do orders and make money. And then you got people like this who coming in and just like, I want free groceries. Like, girl, if you're that broke, you don't need to be ordering nothing. You need to take your ass, but like how I'm doing, maybe you need to hop in your car and start doing orders since you that broke. you want your money back. That's like people in the nail salon. You know, people in the nail salon, they don't want to pay for their nails, so they start yelling and screaming and acting ratchet and shit up in the nail salon. You shouldn't have got it, because if I don't got the money to do something, guess what? I'm not gonna do it. Point blank, period. That's part of being an adult. You got to take sacrifices on the shit that you don't want to do. So it's like, or on the shit that you want to do that you can't do at that moment. Like I'm definitely a do what I can. You could say you do what you want, all you want. I do what I can, because that's where I'm at in my life right now, and it's okay. Like, a lot of people is not out here millionaires and this and that and all this. Like, who cares? You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be a billionaire. Like, I think the goal is just for everybody just to live comfortably. So that's what I want to do. I just want to be comfortable. So it's just aggravating, because people don't care at all. But when it happens to them, they want to go cry and be in the corner and make GoFundMes and all of this other stuff. Like, no, I'm over it. I'm over the scammers. I'm over the liars. I'm over the cheaters. I'm over it all. Like, if somebody else try to scam me, or in hell, if y'all got scammers and y'all comments and y'all DMs and this and that, and you want to expose the scammer, send them to me. Hell, if you a hairstylist who got scammed, but you're not the type to speak up and send it to me, because I'll post it all on here. I don't care. We exposing scammers all forever. Like, nah, that's not cool. That's not what's up. That's not straight up. Like, that's whack as hell. Because if something were to happen to you, you would want people to help you and be by your side, and you gonna be crying when you in the corner and don't nobody want to work with you, don't nobody want to do your hair, don't nobody want to do your nails, don't nobody want to buy your groceries, don't nobody want to babysit your kids, because as soon as the transaction is finished, you calling your bank and reporting fraud. Like, girl, bye. Get the fuck, like, come on now. Y'all take from people who are just like you. How? Like, it's so gross. Like, I hate it, and I'm so mad, and I'm ranting and stuff right now, and it's like, people are gonna be like, who cares, get a real job, like all this other shit. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. Don't nobody want to hear that, because at the end of the day, just because this is not a motherfucking salary or hourly job, and I ain't getting no W-2s or no W-4s or nothing else, that doesn't mean that they have the right to scam me. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all got such a flawed mindset. Like, oh, because this is not a real job, I deserve the shit that happens to me. Like, are you dumb? Somebody wanted to find you, you would be found. Like I said, I'm not that type of person. I don't care that much. Like, y'all don't matter to me that much. But it matters enough for me to make a video, because I'm sick and tired of this shit. But all in all, I needed to come and rant about that, because I definitely was making an Instacart video about things that I don't like, and like things I feel like could be changed. Like, you know, not necessarily negative feedback, but like constructive criticism. Like, that's more so what I was going to be doing. But when this happened, I really had to come here and talk about it, because this one was not one of the notes that I had in my video about the things that I don't like. This, I didn't even put this in the video, and this is like the #1 thing that needs to be in the video, is the fact that I don't like people who lie and scam. And a lot of times we suffer more than the customer actually does, because we get smacked with low ratings, like we get smacked with negative comments. And sometimes, like, it's just bad, you know. And it's hard, because like I said, I'm out here just trying to get it. I'm out here trying to work my ass off to get where I want to be, you know, in life. So when people like that come in, it just makes it so much harder. And it's like, some days it's hard to just like get out the bed and like have that push to go do something, because it's just like every day I feel like I'm just failing at life, you know. I feel like a lot of people may feel like that, like they're just failing in life, like they just don't have a lot going on for themselves. And I speak for people like that. Like, and it's crazy, because I'm really not confrontational, but I have a voice for people who do not have a voice. Like, if I see somebody who, or if somebody's in the same position as me, and I feel like a lot of people aren't going to speak up, they just going to deal with it, I'm not the person that's going to deal with it. Disrespectful to college students because they know college students need that job. No, baby, they could go anywhere now. They don't need to be here. Like, they just here because they want to be here. Like, they don't need to be here with you, period. And a lot of them just put up with it because I feel like they think that's their only option. That's not your only option. You have options, but don't be like me, because I just be quitting. It's like, I'll leave the job. You start being disrespectful, acting crazy and this and that, I'ma leave. Like, I ain't got time for that. But look for another job first before you leave. Now, of course, I was doing Instacart, but now since I moved and I just have more responsibilities here than I did before and more things to pay for, it's a lot harder. That's why I'm struggling now. This city is a lot bigger. I burn gas faster. I put more miles on my car. Like, it's a lot more than when I was back home and I can make $100 in a day, and like I still got enough gas in my tank to keep going the next day and the next day and the next, like, you know. So out here it really is hard when you live in a bigger area and stuff like that. So that's why I've been struggling so much. But I would say make sure you have another job lined up and quit. 2 weeks notice doesn't have to be a 2 weeks notice. Like, people sit up there, it's common courtesy to a job to give them a 2 weeks notice. Sweetheart, when I was working at JCPenney and I was a seasonal employee, I went in and on my last day of work, I didn't even know it was my last day of work. They called me in the office at the end of my shift, called me in the back and said, "Hi, thank you for working with us," and gave me a letter. I didn't have no 2 weeks notice. I didn't have a chance to go apply for no other job. Like, I went into work and left with no job. These companies not gonna give you a 2 weeks notice when they let you go. Ain't nobody give me no notice that the seasonal was ending. Literally the day after, or 2 days after Christmas, they let us go. Literally. Like, not even going into New Year's, nothing. 2 days or a day after Christmas, they let us go. Like, I didn't have no warning.
Okay, so it's safe to say I had some things that I needed to get off my chest because I came from talking about Instacart to talking about how I got let go. You don't need no 2 weeks notice. Like, baby, I need to do more rant videos. This kind of therapeutic.
They don't care. Like, they don't care. Like, when you've been talking so much and your nose gets stuffed up, like you real hype, that's me right now. So I'm about to end this video. If you liked it, cool, like the video. If not, I don't care. You can subscribe if you want to see more of me. That's cool. But like I said, do what's best for you. We only got one life, and the world as we know it is changing. It's always changing. It's not the same world that it was in 2010. The world is changing. So do what's best for you. Stop stressing yourself out over people who don't care about you, don't give a fuck about you, don't love you, don't care if you're here today, die tomorrow. Like, you're worth more than that. Your life is worth more than that. Like, you're better than that. Don't let these people walk all over you. I stopped letting people walk all over me. I'm done with that. I spent so many years being a doormat. Those days are over. And I suggest y'all stop being doormats too. So, good girl talk. I'm out of here. My nose running. Like, I'm looking real sloppy right now. Like, I'm about to get off this camera. See y'all later.